Sometimes the urge to control everything feels overwhelming, even when you know it's impossible. This isn't just a personality quirk, it's the subconscious mind trying to reduce uncertainty, anticipate risks, and keep you safe. Every plan, habit, or decision can be influenced by this hidden drive, shaping behavior without conscious awareness. Understanding this need for control reveals why letting go feels so difficult and how it quietly impacts your choices, emotions, and relationships. Today, we will talk about the subconscious need for control. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. Understanding the subconscious drive. The subconscious need for control is a powerful force influencing thoughts, emotions, and behavior without conscious awareness. Unlike deliberate attempts to manage life, this drive operates beneath the surface, guiding reactions to uncertainty and perceived threats. Humans evolved to seek control over their environment because it increased survival chances. When the brain perceives unpredictability or chaos, it activates subconscious mechanisms to regain a sense of stability. This can manifest in micromanaging tasks, overplanning, or obsessing over outcomes. The subconscious mind often interprets lack of control as danger, triggering anxiety or tension even in minor everyday situations. Understanding that this need is natural helps reduce self-criticism. The key is to recognize when control-seeking serves a protective purpose versus when it becomes counterproductive. Awareness allows individuals to consciously decide how to channel this instinct, reducing stress while maintaining personal agency. 2. The role of anxiety in control. Anxiety and the subconscious need for control are closely linked. When the brain senses unpredictability or risk, it generates mental simulations of potential outcomes to regain a sense of security. This can lead to obsessive planning or attempts to control others' behavior. The prefrontal cortex and amygdala collaborate in this process. The prefrontal cortex evaluates scenarios and predicts outcomes, while the amygdala triggers emotional responses to perceived threats. This combination can create a feedback loop. Anxiety prompts control behaviors, which momentarily reduce fear, but the underlying stress remains. Over time, this cycle reinforces the subconscious drive, making it feel necessary to intervene in situations constantly. Understanding the connection between anxiety and control allows individuals to identify when attempts to manage everything are motivated by subconscious fear rather than rational necessity. 3. Control as an illusion. Much of the control people seek is illusory. External circumstances, other people's choices, and life's unpredictability cannot be fully controlled. Yet the subconscious mind creates a sense of urgency to manage these elements, as if they were fully within one's power. This illusion reinforces perfectionism, overplanning, and rigidity. The brain mistakes preparation and intervention for genuine control, but true control is limited to personal actions and responses. Recognizing the difference between real influence and imagined control is crucial. It allows individuals to redirect energy toward actions that truly impact outcomes while releasing futile efforts that cause stress and frustration. 4. Perfectionism and the control loop. Perfectionism often arises from the subconscious need for control. When outcomes are uncertain, the mind seeks to reduce risk by striving for flawlessness. This drive increases focus on details, but also heightens anxiety and dissatisfaction. The need to control outcomes intertwines with the desire for perfection, creating an endless loop. The more one tries to perfect results, the more stress and doubt emerge, prompting further control seeking. Understanding this connection helps break the cycle. By accepting imperfection and focusing on actionable steps rather than flawless outcomes, individuals can satisfy the subconscious drive without becoming trapped in unproductive behaviors. 5. Emotional consequences of excessive control. Excessive control seeking has significant emotional consequences. When the brain invests energy in managing uncontrollable elements, stress and frustration accumulate. Feelings of resentment, irritability, or guilt can emerge when outcomes deviate from expectations. This emotional burden can affect relationships, productivity, and mental health. Chronic attempts to control life can also reduce resilience, as the mind becomes less adaptable to uncertainty. By identifying the emotional toll of the subconscious need for control, individuals can begin to recognize patterns and take steps to prioritize action that truly matter, reducing mental strain and improving emotional well-being. 6. The role of childhood experiences. Childhood experiences often shape the subconscious need for control. Environments marked by unpredictability, strict rules, or inconsistent caregiving teach the brain that control is necessary for safety. Children adapt by becoming vigilant, perfectionistic, or overly responsible, internalizing the belief that their actions directly determine outcomes. These early patterns persist into adulthood, influencing behavior and emotional responses. Recognizing the influence of childhood experiences helps individuals understand why the need for control is so ingrained, providing insight into strategies for consciously managing it rather than being unconsciously driven by fear. 7. Cognitive biases reinforcing control. Cognitive biases strengthen the subconscious need for control. One example is the illusion of control, where the brain overestimates the ability to influence outcomes. Another is confirmation bias, which focuses attention on evidence that supports the belief that control is necessary while ignoring contradictory information. These biases reinforce the habit of micromanaging and overplanning. By understanding these biases, individuals can challenge automatic assumptions and differentiate between situations where control is effective and situations where it is futile. This awareness allows for more balanced decision-making and reduced mental strain. 8. Strategies to release unnecessary control. Releasing unnecessary control begins with awareness and deliberate practice. Mindfulness techniques help observe thoughts without attachment, reducing the subconscious compulsion to intervene. Setting realistic expectations and distinguishing between influence and inevitability empowers individuals to prioritize actionable areas while letting go of uncontrollable outcomes. Journaling or reflecting on past experiences can reveal patterns of unnecessary control and their emotional consequences. Additionally, gradually exposing oneself to situations without trying to micromanage outcomes can retrain the brain, reducing anxiety and enhancing flexibility. Over time, these strategies create a healthier balance between control and acceptance. 9. Channeling control into constructive action. The subconscious need for control is not inherently negative. When channeled effectively, it can improve productivity, planning, and problem solving. The key is to direct energy toward areas within personal influence rather than attempting to manipulate external variables. By focusing on preparation, skill development, and strategic decision-making, individuals can satisfy the need for control without triggering anxiety or frustration. 10. Embracing uncertainty and growth. Finally, overcoming the negative aspects of the subconscious need for control requires embracing uncertainty. Life is inherently unpredictable, and attempts to control every variable are futile. Acceptance does not mean passivity. It means recognizing limits while taking proactive steps where possible. By cultivating awareness, practicing mindfulness, and focusing on actionable influence, individuals can reduce stress, improve decision-making, and foster resilience. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.